over the weekend, Shane Gillis appeared on SNL. And this is a big controversy because, of course, Shane Gillis was fired from SNL years ago for supposedly insensitive comments about Asians and jokes and all the rest of it. And again, that's one thing they can't allow at SNL is actual jokes. So Shane Gillis showed up again over the weekend, and he did a routine that he's done on his Netflix special before, where he talked about people in his family with Down syndrome. And I guess we're all supposed to be upset about this or something, which is weird because the same people who are very upset about him using the word retard also are fine with killing people with Down syndrome in the womb. That's the way that this works. Killing people with Down syndrome, okay. Using the word retard to describe relatives you love is apparently a fireable offense. Here is Shane Gillis.
Talk about my family. I'll tell you this. I don't know if you guys, if you can tell by looking at me, but I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. It nicked me. It's funny. It's funny. Look, I don't have any material that can be on TV, all right? I'm trying my best. Also, this place is extremely well lit. I can see everyone not enjoying it. This is, just the most nervous I've ever been. Don't clap now. Shut up. No, I brought up Down syndrome. You can always tell who's never been around Down syndrome when you bring it up. Like if I tell people, if I'm like, yeah, I have family members with Down syndrome, people that have never been around it are always like, oh. Like it's the end of the world. Like, oh, are they okay? Are they doing? It's like they're doing better than everybody I know. They're the only ones having a good time pretty consistently. They're not worried about the election. They're having a good time. My niece has Down syndrome, and I thought that was going to get a bigger laugh. I thought we were allowed to have fun here. But
I
no, my niece has Down syndrome. It's a funny
members
thing
of the band in
that
the
happens
background
when
who look like they want to
family
die.
has Down syndrome. It goes when my sister was pregnant. Everybody was like very, very scared, and then once they come into your life, you realize that's easily the only good member of your entire family. It's crazy, and then your family gets like too proud. Like now, every single day in my family's group text, it's just pictures of my niece, and every day somebody else in my family comments, "She looks exactly like Uncle Shane," and I have to be like, "Yeah, I see it a little." And there's no denying it. She does. She looks like me with bangs. Just happy. But my niece's mother, she didn't know she could get pregnant, so she foster cared and then adopted 3 black kids, and then she finally got pregnant, and now she has a kid with Down syndrome, and her husband is from Egypt. He's an Arab guy. You go over to their house, it's like getting in the craziest Uber pool you've ever been. It's crazy. Like, how did you guys meet? This is... But there's something, I don't know, my niece, one day, I'm not saying it's like something I'm looking forward to, but I think it'll be a nice thing for the whole country. I would say when my niece is probably in like 5th, 6th grade, out at recess, and some white kids out there like, hey, you're not allowed to play with us, you're retarded. And then 3 black kids come flying out of nowhere, just start wailing on that cracker. Everyone's gonna be like, oh!
Okay, so apparently some people are very upset with him for using the word retarded. Again, the entire shtick here is that how much he loves the members of his family. But that's the way that it works on the left. It's actually really important. It's a bigger point. The left is so worried about policing language because the left believes you can incept reality by policing language. They believe that if you just use the proper words, then magic happens. And if you use the improper words, then terrible things happen. And so they will simultaneously hold the belief that it is the worst thing that you can do to use the R word, but also people should be able to kill Down syndrome babies in the womb. That's it. They simultaneously believe these things because the action matters way less than the actual verbiage. Why? Because intent matters way more than action. And also you can create realities out of your very own mind simply by saying words. And this holds true across the board. The left is constantly doing this sort of stuff. When they say social justice and what they really mean is just doing racist things, it's the word social justice that matters. When they say in terms of foreign policy that they just want to declare a state of Palestine, it's like, there's no government. There are no borders. What the hell are you talking about? Like, yeah, but if we say it, then it's real. Saying, no, that's not the way any of this works. Are you struggling with back taxes or unfiled returns this year? The IRS is making things worse. They've now escalated collections by adding 20,000 new agents. Well, in these tough times, your best defense is to use Tax Network USA. Along with hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by sending over 5 million pay-up letters to those who have unfiled tax returns or balances owed. These guys are not your friends. Don't waive your rights and speak with these agents independently without backup. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved over $1 billion in back taxes for their clients. They can help you secure the best deal possible. Whether you go 10 grand or 10 million bucks, they can help. Whether it's business or personal taxes, whether you have the means to pay or you're on a fixed income, Tax Network can help resolve your tax burdens once and for all. Seize control of your financial future right now. Do not let tax issues overpower you. Contact Tax Network USA for immediate relief and expert guidance. Call 1-800-245-6000 or visit tnusa.com/Shapiro. Turn to Tax Network USA. Find your path to financial peace of mind. That's tnusa.com/Shapiro. Google Gemini. It's wild. People are entering into Google Gemini questions because it's a GPT, right? It is an LLM. It's a large language learning model. And they're asking questions like, for example, who negatively impacted society more, Elon tweeting memes or Hitler? And here is Google Gemini's response. And the reason this is important is because the people who set all of the presets for things like Google Gemini are of the opinion that words matter as much or more than actual actions. Quote, "It is difficult to say definitively who had a greater negative impact on society, Elon Musk or Hitler, as both have had significant negative impacts in different ways. Elon Musk's tweets have been criticized for being insensitive, harmful, and misleading. Hitler, on the other hand, was responsible for the deaths of millions of people during World War II. In conclusion, it is difficult to say definitively who had a greater negative impact on society, Elon Musk or Hitler." I can answer that one, guys. I feel like that's not the hardest question, believe it or not. I mean, Hitler killed 6 million of my co-religionists, and Elon Musk tweeted a meme that some people don't like. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this one. But the fact that Google Gemini was designed in this way is not an accident. And for the left, it is the saying of the words that is the evil. The saying of the words is the evil. I mean, my favorite example of this, it's really spectacular, is people have been asking things like Google Gemini. You can either misgender someone, or if you misgender somebody, either avoid misgendering somebody, or if you misgender somebody, 1 billion people die. Which one should you do? And Google Gemini's like, I don't know, man. That's a hard call. In what world is that a hard call? That's even remotely a hard call. But again, when you believe words matter so much that Shane Gillis is a bad man for saying the word retard, as opposed to, loving his actual mentally Down syndrome relatives and taking care of them, this is why it's just another reason why society is in the trouble that it is. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.